What's going on, everyone? John Minas here. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys a full grocery haul from Whole Foods for lean vegan muscle gains. I am in a household of vegans right now. I'm staying in LA with Derek, Crystal, Brian and Sammy, and of course my wife Catherine and baby Noah. This is not enough for a full week. This is just, enough to get us going for a couple of days. But regardless, this is what we eat personally to optimize our health, build muscle, and stay lean. So, really excited to show you guys all of this. So we got the leafy greens first. Obviously a very normal thing in fitness is to eat salad. Salad and leafy greens are a great source of many minerals and vitamins. I usually use salads almost every day. I make salad bowls with all kinds of leafy greens, mostly kale, which we'll get to in a second. But always a good thing to have leafy greens on hand. So this is another key staple in the household. These are quick oats. So oatmeal, you already know if you're watching my channel, I've been eating oatmeal every single day for breakfast or lunch, or even dinner for many years, probably a decade now, or even longer. Probably I've grown up on oats, so this has always been a staple. Really good, source of slow digesting carbohydrates, very long-lasting energy to get you going. So a lot of people enjoy having this in the morning, myself included. So next up we have, I believe this is butternut squash or some sort of squash. I'm not sure exactly which this one is. You can make soups, you can make casseroles, you can just bake them in the oven. You can do a lot of things with this, and it's very starchy, very delicious, very filling. And then we get on to the next kind of starchy root vegetables. So we have purple sweet potatoes here, something that we don't really get in Europe, where we are based kind of half of the year, or at least most of the year. So every time we're back in LA, back in the States, we really try to get as much of this purple sweet potato and regular sweet potato as well, but like the purple one has more of a starchy consistency. Oh, we also have a Japanese sweet potato as well. So sweet potato, very good source of vitamin A or beta carotene as well. Goes really well with soups, casseroles, stews. We also make sweet potato fries in the oven or the air fryer. It just goes well with so many things. Sweet potatoes are amazing, and regular potatoes as well, which is why we got a lot of them. Not a lot, we basically only got 3 of them. We're gonna get a lot more though. So we got 3 regular potatoes as well. Again, we use it for like this exact same way as we do with the sweet potatoes, stews, casseroles, fries, and it's actually really low in calories compared to a lot of other things, so it can definitely be included in a fat loss or a lean muscle gaining diet. All right, so then we have a little bit of garlic to just spice up the food, just gives all kinds of dishes a very nice flavor. Now we've got some lemon as well. Lemon juice is key for so many things, and maybe one of the more consistent things I use the lemon juice for is woks and stir fries, and also sauces. So making sauces with lemon juice combined with tahini. So yeah, speaking of sauces, we have some organic tahini as well. So basically, to make a healthy sauce, oftentimes I use lemon, tahini, a little bit of maple syrup or dates, and then a little bit of soy sauce. That's a very simple kind of healthy dressing that I could put on salads and that kind of stuff. But yeah, just try it out. Anyways, tahini is basically just ground up sesame seed butter. Very high in minerals, so definitely get your seeds and nuts in. We didn't buy that many nuts and seeds, but at least we have the tahini here on the table to represent. Then we have a watermelon. Watermelon is always an amazing kind of fruit to have, and we've been in Norway, so we've been missing the watermelon. So hopefully they're in season, or at least sweet enough here. And by the looks of it, because of this large yellow spot, this one looks right. Then we have a bunch of cherry tomatoes. Cherry tomatoes are delicious. So again, the only thing we use this for is salads. I guess you could use it for many things, but that's the only thing that comes to mind right now. Onions are key for any dish. I use it a lot in stir fries, woks, soups. basically everything. Onions are just a good kind of complementary ingredient for a ton of dishes. All right, then we have a pepper. So to make our salads, we do enjoy having some crunchiness and some other ingredients rather than just having a plain leafy green salad. It's kind of boring, so we like to add a lot of different foods into it, and vegetables and fruits are definitely part of it. So technically peppers are a fruit, but yeah, we add peppers. And then we also add avocado a lot of times to our salad to add some healthy fats. Avocado is just amazing in salads, on toast, many different things. So we add this on salad, and also a lot of times we add apples. So we have a couple apples here as well. And I just find that adding this crunchy sweetness to the salads just make the salad so much more delicious, as well as adding a healthy sauce on top. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention we have cucumber as well. Also one of the ingredients along with the pepper that we usually chop up and have in our salads. Yeah, we got a bunch of kale. Kale is probably my favorite leafy green. Such a good source of vitamin K, vitamin A, calcium as well. So this is amazing. So what I usually do with kale is I'll either freeze it so it stands longer because it's quite expensive, at least where we live. So I freeze it and then I put in the smoothies, or I cook it or stir fry it, have it in woks, stir fries, or just by itself mixed with tofu. Let me know if you guys like kale or what kind of leafy greens that you guys prefer. I used to be big on spinach, but I've been the biggest fan of kale lately. Then we have a couple more kind of veggies. We have some baby carrots, great snack. And then we have some purple cabbage. If you want to add some crunch to your salads, chopping up some cabbage is also a very good idea. Oh, actually we forgot one fruit. We forgot a mango. Yeah, mango, one of my favorite fruits of all time. Who doesn't like mangoes, right? Anyways, berries. So we got a triple berry blend right here, which is blueberries, raspberries, and black currants, it seems like. And then this smoothie mix, which is strawberries, pineapple, and mango, I think. So these are just amazing to put inside smoothies. Sometimes I'll also have it with oatmeal. I just have like frozen berries on top of my hot oatmeal to get a little hot and cold combination. If you haven't tried that, give it a go. It's pretty nice. Yeah, and then we have some fresh berries as well up front. We have some fresh black currants, some fresh blueberries, and also some freeze-dried blueberries right here. Noah is the biggest fan of blueberries, so yeah, we always have them on deck. Then we have some sauerkraut right here. Amazing for your gut. A lot of people don't like it because it's fermented. It's very sour. So yeah, a lot of people find it disgusting. I'm not the biggest fan myself, I have to admit, but I do try to treat my gut and have some of these beneficial probiotic foods. Right, so let's move on to the protein sources here. So we got the more processed ones coming up first. We got some gardein. It's a very processed food, it's not a health food, but it's good to have once in a while. And how we use it personally is that we have a really big, rich green salad with so many amazing whole foods, and then we have a little bit of this cut inside as well, just to add a little bit of a indulgent treat into the whole mix. So sometimes we use these unhealthier foods mixed with a lot of healthy foods so that the whole thing just balances out, and it's a good way of doing it in my opinion. Then we got some healthier burger alternatives here. This is the Engine 2. So Engine 2 just makes like the healthiest plant-based kind of products out there. In my opinion, they're amazing. And yeah, they taste good. Not as good as mock meats because they're way more natural. But if you're trying to keep your diet super clean and super natural and whole food based and as healthy as possible, I definitely recommend these types instead of going for the Beyond Meats and that kind of stuff and mock meats. Then we have the tofu. Got extra firm tofu right here. And tofu is something that we use a lot. There's definitely no worries about having increased estrogen or decreased testosterone when eating soy. I really don't believe that, but there's a lot of controversy around soy. I'm gonna leave it at that. But I do think that it's a very healthy part of a whole food plant-based diet. Maybe not tofu. If you're skeptical, choose tempeh, which we're going to next. We got some tempeh right here. I don't know if you can see how it looks, but it's like more intact soybeans, and they're fermented as well, which is another added benefit compared to tofu. About 20 grams of protein per 100 grams, very, very high in protein. I just have tempeh alongside everything just to add protein into my meals. So the last source of protein is, I guess, right here. And this is not from Whole Foods yet, but I did bring it along and I wanted to show it to you guys here because a lot of you guys don't know that I work with Raw Sport, the best vegan protein on the market. They're made in their own facility in the UK, so they're not available in the USA yet, but stay tuned, they will be soon. Protein powders are just a convenient way to boost your protein intake. It's not necessary. It's not necessary for health or even for building muscle. If you get enough protein from your Whole Foods, you don't need protein powder. But I find it way more convenient just to throw a scoop in with the smoothie or a little bit, like a tablespoon or something into my oatmeal. And if it's a good tasting one like this one, the toffee fudge one is my favorite, then it's just almost like a treat. So if you haven't checked them out, definitely do. The link is in the description box below. I vouch for this company with everything. So we got some milk here. We got the unsweetened almond milk and then the unsweetened soy milk. This is just something that we use in oatmeal, in smoothies, and that's pretty much it. Then we have some ice cream. I couldn't resist. I don't have Halo Top in Europe. They're sweetened with stevia, very low in calories, so it's like 320 calories per pint, which is nothing, right? Because a pint is quite a lot. It's better when mixed with something like frozen berries, in my opinion, or frozen fruits. That's what I do. I have a bowl of frozen berries and then I have some Halo Top mixed into it. So treats are an important part of life. You gotta enjoy yourself sometimes.
Have you opened my treats?
I've opened it on camera. Yeah, so I'm refilming this scene because the camera blacked out. This was really good.
I want to try it.
Yeah, you want to try it? It's like a whole food kind of mixture of whole food.
Like a bliss ball kind of thing.
Yeah, right? It's like a bliss ball.
Or like
with
a cookie. It's like a cookie.
Yes, it's got a big chunks of chocolate chips in there, which is pretty amazing. It's good, right? So treats, life is more colorful with treats in my opinion. It's not something we eat a lot of. Just makes my life, worth living. And then Catherine's favorite probably,
really nice.
Lucy's gluten-free chocolate chip cookies. Yeah,
very good.
Very good. They're like
crunchy.
Yeah, they're crunchy, very dry, but not dry in a bad way. And then probably my all-time favorite kind of vegan chocolate. I used to be a huge fan of Reese's, and this is the closest vegan alternative that I've tried personally. This is the Justin's peanut butter cups with dark chocolate. So delicious. Amazing. Oh yeah, so I almost forgot before finishing. We got these things. So we got some tortilla wraps with, this is corn. And then we got some bagels. So bagels, or bread in general, we have with some avocado, maybe some vegan peanut butter, or like a bean spread. And then tortillas, we just put different ingredients, just random ingredients into these wraps, wrap it up, and have it as a snack. Good way to kind of change things up sometimes, and it tastes really good. All right, so this is it. I hope it was kind of informative and that you got some ideas of what to get next time you're out shopping. So if you did enjoy this, don't forget to hit the notification bell and subscribe to this channel. Share this channel and this video with your friends that are looking to make some health and plant-based muscle gains. Anyways, thank you for watching and I'll see you very soon. Peace out.